Hello everyone and welcome to Bevins Bricks. And trying to get things set up still. Hello everybody and welcome to Bevins Bricks. And tonight I'm going to work a little bit more on my Avengers Tower, as you can see. Or at least I'm hoping you can see. And tonight I'm working on the Hall of Armor. Hey, how you doing, Brooks Bricks? I think I have everything set up right. Okay. Anyway, what I was going to do, as I think I've said before, is I'm actually looking at trying to, well, here is one of the Iron Man sets. It was the Hall of Armor set, if I remember correctly. It comes with the hot rod, and I have the hot rod around here somewhere. Anyway, I'm kind of expanding that, readjusting that, and fitting it into this particular floor. And right now, I'm just kind of playing with ideas. I still am waiting, and I don't think I'm actually going to have my lights till tomorrow. So I'm still kind of just fiddle-farting around, if you will, with a few different ideas. But I thought, why not go ahead and go live while I'm doing that? And hey, how you doing, Kyle? Nightwolf17, hello, buddy. Mike Lamolino, how you doing, my friend? Greg Bassett and Legends Builds, hello. Anyway, what I kind of have roughed up here, I think I like, but I need to raise it up a little bit. So I'm trying to think of what parts I want to use or if I want to change it altogether. Let's see, let me get some 4x4s. I kind of have a vague idea of what I think I want to do. I'm just not 100% certain yet. So we're gonna play around a little bit and see what we can come up with. So I want it to look kind of like it's a platform. And again, I'm kind of bummed because I don't have the LEDs I was wanting to play with. Let's start stealing some of this back out of there. So I want to see how this is going to look. What I'm thinking is putting a light above each one of these panels, because these panels have the stickers and such on them. And what I'm wanting to do is, once I get my LEDs anyway, I'm wanting them to kind of stand out, pop. And how I'm hoping to do that is by adding LEDs above them. I'm hoping it'll make them more pronounced, because that's my goal, is to make them stand out, both on the interior and exterior of the building. And hola! I'm just going to say, Ernesto, how you doing? Thanks for signing in. And I almost wonder, you know what, let's scoot it all down this way. I should actually probably readjust the camera so you guys can kind of see what I'm actually working on over here. And again, what I'm doing is I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul, we'll say. Because this is the original set over here that I'm kind of stealing everything from. Just doing some slight modifications, making it wider, making the display screens more visible, because I felt like in the original set it looked cool, but you just have this little bitty window that you can see all that what's supposed to be like a high definition display, and I always thought that was kind of odd that they hid that, so I'm trying to make it more pronounced, because I think that would be a better look for it. And now that we've done that, I've got another plan for this, because I want this up. And let me show you what I mean. Because what I'm thinking is putting the LED light bars that I ordered in that spot there. And do I like that? Let's see. So if I do that, I need to go and put these on. Or actually, let's see. Nope, that's not gonna like it be, I want it to be very visible. So let's pop that back off. And thank you. I'm just trying to thank you so much, Matt and Greg, because I am trying to pay attention to what you guys are saying. And so if I do it that way, because that'll bring that out. So now it's 1, 2, 3. So now what I should be able to do, mind you, my goal is to put LEDs under here. And now that we have that, we can start robbing some of these guys. And I need some tiles. And per usual, oh, they're there. Because what I want to do is I want this to be smooth. So to make that smooth on the outer edge, to make it look nice and fluent, you want to put some tiles in between there. And how are you doing, Castro? Again, I'm just trying to smooth out that front lip. Now, to me, that don't look too bad. I'm thinking I need something in here. So let's put, because he had this set over there, or that in the set. So let's do that. Let's put that little detail right there on the side. So that'll be a fun little detail. Now let's put a couple of these guys back in here. Now I'm almost wondering if I should, just trying to kind of show you, and thank you so much, Ned. Avengers Assemble. They said, assemble Avengers. No, wait, it's Avengers Assemble. But thank you again so much, Ned, for that $2.99 donation. That was awesome of you, my friend. And I'm wondering, because I got, that piece needs to come out of there. And I'll fix that later. I'm knocking pieces from below. That is what I'm looking at doing. At least that's what I'm thinking anyway. And mind you, I am still roughing this in because I don't have my LEDs. I got to put LEDs on the bottom of this. So I am just kind of trying to finagle how I'm going to do this, and that's what I came up with. Let me go back down here because I'm kind of liking that. But what I want to do is I want to put an edge on the front of this. And the edge I put on, I want it to look somewhat industrial. So let's put these guys there, because that should give me, let's see, a nice industrial look. It already is heavy, Greg. Just for me to pick it up and put it back up here, I was like, holy crap. I'm going to end up having problems. Now, here's what my goal is, just trying to kind of show you guys. I'm making like a small channel in here because I am putting LEDs in here. And the reason that I'm making the channel is I want to be able to kind of tuck the wire up in there and keep it invisible. So that is part of my goal with this, is trying to hide the wire. And I know I don't have the wire yet, but that is my intention. Hey, how you doing, Varen? Thank you so much for signing in. At least that's a nice meme. My mods are posting memes. Nobody can see them, though. Now, what I'm also thinking is I could do something down here and make this kind of look like grid work, maybe, is kind of a thought. I'm also thinking if I should put, which they're not blocked in the movie that I remember, so I'm thinking that might be good. Tell you what, let's go ahead and rough another one of these up, and then we'll make a decision if we want to keep it or not. I hope everybody's having an awesome Friday. Here it is raining like crazy. Right now it's at a bit of a lull, but just to kind of forewarn you, the weather has been horrible here. So I may end up starting to lose connection because we're supposed to have some more severe thunderstorms tonight. And if that does occur, I will probably end the stream because my stream is not going to look very good. And I need a 2x4. You still have mod privileges, Kyle. Oh, 2, 2, 2, 5. At least it shows you are to me anyway. And for right now, I still actually, which I could probably, I'm still waiting on my LED. I still have another set I need to open, but you know what? For right now, I'm just going to leave it because I'm just basically still doing my rough up to see how I like it. So I'm just going to run forward. 1, 2, 3. I think I like that. 2, 3. Now I should be able to. Now I need some more of these. And there's some more. And some more tiles. That is awesome that you are saving money like that, Nightwolf. 1, 2. What set is it that you're wanting to buy? Are you wanting to buy the bigger Avengers tower? Oh, it's on the way there. All okay. So you know exactly what storm I'm talking about, huh, Mike? And you know what's nice? Because I just saw your guys' comments about smashing the troll. Is now that I have the new setup going, I didn't even notice it. That's what is very nice about this new setup. 1, 2, and that was the goal. And I want that one here with the HUD display. I think I kind of want another HUD display on this side because I think that would look unique. And I also need, again, I am still destroying parts off the old set. Hey, how you doing, Stephen Divany? Glad to hear you are doing well. I'm just curious, does everybody agree with me on hoping that you can see the HUD displays better? Okay, so now I want, thinking to put, let's see, do I want him here? Because I'm going to be building a little room in the back also. I'm almost thinking, you know what, let's put this little jetpack over here on the end. That'll be a nice little added assortment. And now I need 2 more gray. And thank you so much, Yogi Bear. How you doing? The biggest key that I tell everybody when they talk about, because I know I do have an insane amount of Lego. Honestly, I have not bought very much, probably in the last month though. But the biggest thing that I always try to tell everybody is please keep in mind, because a lot of people, I think they thought that I just suddenly decided to get into the hobby and I just bought a ton of Lego, and that is furthest from the truth. I have been collecting Lego for over 20 years, so it takes a long time to amass such a huge collection. This does not happen overnight, and I still have some of the first sets that I actually bought. None of them are actually sealed, but, well, actually I do have a couple that are sealed, actually, that are that old. But again, like I said, though, the big thing I like to try and remind everybody is that this does not happen overnight. And I think a lot of people get that impression. And another thing that I always hear a lot too is that you must do YouTube full time to be able to afford all that. And nothing that I do here is afforded by YouTube. It does help, don't get me wrong. But trust me, if it wasn't for my full-time job, I wouldn't be able to afford all this. And hey, Alex, how are you, buddy? I just noticed that you're in, and good. Nightwolf and Alex are both in at the same time, because I know they both like to chat a lot. And Chatterbox, how you doing? Anyway, let me grab, I don't see any more I can rob. Oh, there they are. So see, I thought there was some more I could steal. I almost feel like I should have tools on the end of that instead of a jetpack. You know what? Let's do the tools instead. I can get another wrench at a later time. And I need to cap. I need to cap that end. Let's just do... how do I want to do that? Let's pop that back off for a minute. Let's go to, let's get a 1x1. And let's see how tall, if I just put a 1x3 over that. I might need to go one more higher. Let's see how that looks. No, I have not seen the new Loki series yet, but I do want to watch it. It looks like it'll be a really cool show. See, and Ralph Ann says that the roads by him are flooded, and it's the road just out in front of my house is actually flooded right now. And I want to add... And it's my understanding anyway is it is supposed to rain like this all weekend long. I'm hoping you guys, I'll pull it up here and show you more in a minute. And again, this is just the rough up. And I forgot to add the detail on the front. Of course I did. Give me 1 minute. that look better. And now I need one more 1x1. That looks better. Speaking of the rebrickable page, the next set, and I just busted that. The next set that should be getting loaded up there, will be my White Castle. And I will show you guys that here in just a minute because I finally finished the roof on it. I actually think I like that. This will be in the back room. This will go here. Just trying to give you guys a better idea of what I'm trying to do on that floor. Really quickly, just to show you, and I don't have enough LEDs to do what I wanted to do, but I can still show you. If I can plug it in. I actually made the stickers today, and I'm going to put lights like that all the way around it. But this will be the next mock that actually goes up for sale. I'm hoping I'll have this listed either tomorrow or the next day. But just to give you guys a quicker look at it, that is the sticker. And yes, I am now making my own stickers. So how cool is that? What my goal is going to be is once I'm happy with the finished product and everything that I make, I will also start selling the stickers as well for anybody that wants to buy the sets and wants the sticker. I will manufacture those as well. But like I said, this is going to be the next mock available on my rebrickable page. Anyway, let me put this back to the side. I'm actually kind of bummed because I was really hoping that my LEDs would get here early. Mind you, they're not scheduled to be delivered until tomorrow, but it's a lot of times when I order stuff, it seems like it'll get here a day or two early. So I was hoping that they would have been here today. Sadly. Yogi Bear says, I so love your White Castle, and he misses their food. I say they have awesome sliders. They've gotten a little pricey, but they're very good. And thank you, Alex. Thank you, Greg. Anyway, I'm just curious, what does everybody think? Now, mind you, just like the rest of the floors, there is going to be an elevator shaft. I'm going to start working on a lab back in this area. I want to have a door to go into the lab. There will be an elevator shaft here, just like on the prior floors. And just to show everybody what I'm talking about with the prior floors, for those of you that haven't seen any of the other videos or updates, this is the Captain America floor. This is the office space floor. And this is the party room floor. But again, this is going to be the Hall of Armor. And what I'm actually thinking about doing in the next floor is I'm looking at possibly doing the scene where it's the first time that Tony Stark need to have more it's the scene where it's the first scene where Tony Stark actually meets the Black Widow, is what I started to say anyway. And I thought that would be a really cool scene to include. That's when she gets in the boxing ring and basically in like 2 moves takes his bodyguard out. But that's the scene I'm thinking about putting in the next floor. Or I thought about doing the, because I still need to put the reactor in the building somewhere. And technically I should have done the reactor on the first floor, but to me I didn't want to waste a room on the reactor. So I was going to do the reactor on one of the upper floors where it's smaller, and I am going to be doing that at some point. So that might be the floor after the next floor. And thank you, Greg. I appreciate that. I think I like it. Before I go too much further, I really, really, really want to get my LEDs, because if I put everything in, it's going to make it a nightmare to try and pull it out and remove it, because I'm going to have to pull it out in order to get all the LEDs in, and I would really like to get the LEDs installed as I'm going, because what I'm going to do is above each Iron Man action or minifigure that's up in the Hall of Armor, I'm going to be putting in a small LED just so it's shining down there. And then my intention is, like under Iron Man right here, I'm going to put some blue LEDs so it's like glowing blue up there. I'm going to put a blue LED here, so hopefully these HUD displays will kind of get bright. And then I'm going to have some LEDs up on the ceiling as well, because I really want to bring the scene to life with a couple different LEDs. I'm also looking at removing one of the Iron Man armors. And what I think I'm going to do, because I'm going to have the white LEDs above each one of the costumes or each one of the minifigs, I think the one that's missing, I'm going to put a red LED there to show that it's not in service or it's out of the box, so to speak. That's kind of my point, or thought process anyway, with what I'm looking at doing with it. And thank you so much, Kyle. Baron says, Bevins' problem is he has too much Lego and too little time to build it. And that is my problem. It's a very big problem, unfortunately. Take care, Matt. We'll see you later, buddy. I just saw that. Hope you have a good night, my friend. I'm actually going to probably cut it short here anyway. Still trying to play with a few more things while I'm here, but because of the weather, I don't want to push my luck, because if I can hear it start raining, I'm going to cut out. What did I want to work on next? Just to show you something else. Now, these are old ones that I have. Somebody was asking me, because I did make the stickers, or I was talking about the stickers a little bit ago, and thank you so much, Alec. I really appreciate that, buddy. I was actually thinking about working with or working on I'm sorry, what's and thank you so much, Kyle. Kyle just donated $1. Yogi Bear says, I think you should make the Obadiah Stan scene with the Ironmonger Mayhem set. I'm not sure what scene that is, to be honest with you. I will have to look that up. And wow, that's very late there, Michael. I'm surprised you're even here, but thank you so much for signing in, and I wanted to quickly say hello to let you know that I spotted you. Yeah, like I said, we have severe thunderstorm warnings here as well, Mike. Take care, Ned. We'll see you later, buddy. You know, because somebody was asking me. Let me show you something. Because I've been getting asked about the stickers and stuff. What I'm looking at doing. Like, these are the stickers that I made for the White Castle. I don't like this paper, though. This is a matte white finish, and I wanted a gloss finish. But then I also made these, and this is what I'm looking at, is I was going to take some of these 8x16 tiles, because as you can see, that'll go right over that, and make little billboards for my city. For anybody that's wanting to learn how to do this, I'm going to tell you right now, the program that I'm using is Adobe Illustrator. It is a $20 a month subscription fee to be able to use it, but it's a very cool program. But again, if anybody's wanting to know how to do that, what I will do at some point is I will do a screen share and I will show everybody how to do that. But this is going to be something new you're going to be able to see throughout the city, is some custom made billboards and stuff. And I am just now getting into learning about this kind of thing. I bought a laser printer. Obviously it's a color laser printer. I'm still waiting on some paper because this is a matte finish. I want a gloss finish. But while I have, because I got this cheap matte finish paper from Walmart, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to play around a little bit to learn the program a little bit. But if anybody's really interested in it, and I know Mike was one of the people that was interested, or if it wasn't Mike, it was Greg, I will try and do that during a live stream sometime to kind of show people how you go about it. The biggest thing, though, is you need to take the piece that you're going to be using the sticker for. You want to get a good viable measurement. You want to take that measurement, and what I've been doing, like for these 3 items here, all it is you want to find a really good quality image online, is how I did these anyway. You find a really good quality image online, high quality, like 2000 by 1800 or something like that as far as the DPI. And then you take that and you're shrinking it down. And what I'm actually shrinking it down to in this particular case is 2.5 inches by 5 inches. And then it gives you a really, really amazing looking print quality. But again, you do have to have the software I'm talking about in order to do that. That would be cheating, Mike. I'm not interested in entering the contests anyway. That's for you guys. I'm just judging them. Alex says he just looked at the radar. It looks like a lot of storms coming, including severe thunderstorms. And yes, there are. Oh, okay, now I know what you're talking about. The Formula One car scene. Yes, I do know what that is. Here's the thing, though, and that would be a cool scene to do as well. I don't necessarily want, because everything that I'm trying to do indoor scenes, or scenes that could have possibly been in the original Avengers Tower. So that's why I wouldn't do that particular scene. Not that it's not a good scene, because it was a very cool scene when he cuts the car in half with those little like laser blade or whatever the whips that he had anyway. But everything that I'm trying to do, I'm trying to revolve it around incidents with either Tony Stark or his father. And I'm trying to revolve everything around stuff that happened either in the tower or in one of the Avengers Tower, because you have the actual Avengers Tower, which is what I'm working on. But they also had a remote location there, I think, for when they were with S.H.I.E.L.D. They had a remote building that they were stationed out of. So I'm trying to keep the scenes minimalized to those types. Even though I do know that this particular scene, the Captain America scene, was not in Avengers Tower. It was done in New York City, and it was Tony Stark's father. And I just felt it was kind of important because basically Tony Stark's father is who created Captain America, and that's why I felt that was kind of an important scene to include, even though it didn't happen in the Avengers Tower, but it still happened indoors. And hey, Dave West, how are you doing, my friend? Yeah, I think the entire U.S. in the northern area anyway is just one huge storm right now. Nightwolf was saying one of his sets fell because his sister's cat was playing with it, and that's never good. And hey, Blinky Bricks, how the heck are you, buddy? Mike Lamolino. No, these are only 8 by 16. At least let me double check myself. Yeah, 8 by 16. Yes. The problem with these, my favorite one is the dark blue gray, which is this guy right here. But the problem is they don't make that color anymore. These red ones are actually something that was gifted to me, and that's why I was going to use these for these sticker sheets that I made, because I think they're be perfect for it due to the fact that it's already red anyway. And then I also have the bright red also. And I'm surprised how quiet chat is actually tonight. I'm actually surprised to see Blinky Bricks in a chat. I've never had him in my chat before. And again, I just wanted to say hi, buddy. For those of you that are not aware, like part of this floor was Blinky Bricks, and these 2 floors were Blinky Bricks. This next floor I'm doing is going to be all brick loot. The first floor actually is partly brick loot, and the rest of the building is probably going to be brick loot, but Blinky Bricks does make some really good products also. Oh, I gotcha. As far as that though, Mike, if yours is the one that I think I saw recently, because somebody just posted one. I don't remember whose it was though. I have to look back to see who actually posted that. Because even like the first person that did it, it's actually bigger than 8x16. My thing was, oh, actually no, I know who I'm thinking of. It was SLD Rob built a really big one, but his was supposed to be a floating billboard, and that's fine. I don't mind. The premise was to make sure that the display surface, and I'm looking at the right camera. The display surface is the 8x16. That's the main focal point. Like SLD Rob, his actually comes back and around, but this is the main thing I was looking at. And you can have stuff sticking off of it or down out of it or whatever, but the main focus was that the billboard should have an 8x16 size, and then you could add all the other stuff to it. You guys are just talking to each other, so I'm going to go back to what I was doing. I don't want to do any more with that floor because, like I said, I'm waiting on an order of lights that's supposed to be here tomorrow, so I'm going to wait on those. What I'm thinking, though, is what could I start? I'm waiting on action figures for this floor, too, because I recently ordered some World War II figures for military gear, and that's what I'm waiting on for there. So I can't even do nothing with that. So that's my big problem, is I don't want to do any other big projects until this big thing is finished, but the problem is I keep having to order parts, and it's slowing me down on everything. Alex says we're all weather meteorologists and Lego fanatics, and Greg says LOL, yep. Anyway, though, see, how long have we been streaming? 42 minutes. Because I can hear it starting to rain again outside. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, guys, because I really wasn't prepared to do one. I was just trying to get up and do one because I said I was going to do one tonight. And because I don't have the parts I wanted to use, I really can't do what I wanted to do. Blinky Brick says, I usually watch the videos, never caught one. Oh, I personally, I'm always shocked, Blinky Bricks, how many people actually watch the replays on the live streams. Most of the time, because I mean, usually when I have a live stream, I'll have, today's actually a little bit low. I'll usually have around 50. There, when I was doing them every day, I was up to around 120. But it always cracked me up because 2 and 3 days later, I would end up having up to 2,000 and 3,000 views on a live stream. And I always thought, holy cow. I was, like I said, I was always shocked by people, because I never really thought people would rewatch a live stream, because now it's not live anymore. But again, thank you so much, Blinky Bricks. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the support too. Dave, oh, that's right. I actually texted you a picture of those. Yes, that is what the military figures are about, Dave. It's because I want to, in this particular scene for Captain America, trying to get it down so people can actually see. In that particular scene, there was a bunch of people with suits and stuff up in the pulpit up here while they were all watching Steve Rogers get injected in the injection chamber. So I wanted to have a few people in uniform up in the booth, and then I also wanted to have a few people in suits. And then, of course, I'm going to have a doctor down here. I still got to put Captain America. I got to rip open another set to do that. But I'm going to put Captain America in here. I'm going to put Tony Stark's dad down there. And put a few other random doctors standing around. But, again, a lot of that is I actually have to rip open a bunch of other sets to get the pieces to do it, or the minifigs, anyway, to do it the way that I want to do it. But anyway, yes, like Mike just said, I need to roll that beautiful bean footage. Unfortunately, like I said, I am just not prepared tonight to do what I wanted to do, because my parts didn't arrive like I wanted them to arrive. But anyway, though, yes, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. as I like to say, and I usually have it queued up, and I don't. There it is. And with that beautiful bean footage, I always like to give a shout out to those that supported the stream. And tonight's supporters were Ned B and Kyle Dunbar. So thank you guys so much for supporting the stream, and thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. I'm sorry the stream was not as long as it could have been, because normally I like to make it at least an hour, and I know I'm actually cutting it short by about 15 minutes, but due to weather and due to me not even wanting to go forward on anything else, because I don't want to do anything without being able to route the wires through it, is why I'm cutting it short. If I'm able to, I'm not going to promise it. I might start a live stream tomorrow night, but I don't want to promise it because I can't guarantee my parts are going to arrive. But anyway, as always, thank you for coming to Bevins Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below. And again,